that are supporting that the so acclaimed supporters of the governor of Rivers State. The governor of Rivers State is not for a particular group. It's for the people of Rivers State. And the return of the governor is not something that some persons will now say, our governor. We celebrate and thinking that others are not also celebrating in their own way. Very, very unfortunate.
But people felt like perhaps the leadership style or governance style of the governor appealed to certain people in a certain way. And no two people can be the same. And that kind of style endeared him to some individuals who chose, we like this man. Not because we don't respect the FCT minister, but we like this man. And that's why we are calling him our leader.
No.
Now,
if you look at this group of persons, the same people sang the same song when the Honorable Minister Chief by said was governor of Rivers State. They sang the same song also. And you can imagine the same people. Once the governor of Rivers State similarly leaves government, they will join another person again and begin to sing the same songs because they don't have integrity. Honestly speaking, I'm telling you. Now, when I watched them the day the emergency rule was lifted, they started singing, going to government house gate to celebrate, as if it will not come to an end, as if that is just their own life. And then they moved again to the airport and was parading themselves.
But is it wrong for Rivers people who feel like they've been deprived of their governor?
Yes, there are Rivers. Some of them are Rivers indigenous, some of them are not Rivers indigenous. But the way they took it from the wrong side. They didn't take it the way that the governor will even succeed. They just took it the way that they want more problem.
How should they have taken it?
No, the way they would have taken it is to allow the governor to return.
But
the governor, I'm coming, sir. They would have allowed the governor to return.
How?
I'm coming. I know we're politicians in Rivers State. They would have allowed the governor to return back to Rivers State, to return back to government house. Then maybe at a point, we all can gather together, and then go and congratulate the governor, for his return after the emergency rule. So
are you saying?
But being sectional, they are calling for more problems.
So are you saying, for instance, the GDI, which everyone knows the brainchild of the FCT minister, are you saying that?
And we piloted
the campaign for the governor?
Yes.
Of course, which is why many expected that you would have been at the airport to welcome him as well. So why didn't you go welcome him as well?
No, like I said earlier, I said they would allow the governor to return, assume office at the appropriate time, very, very appropriate time. The governor would have initiated a move where all of us would have gathered together and say, His Excellency, welcome back to government house.
Would he be the one to initiate the move for people to come and welcome him? I don't think that would.
No, the way they initiated for them to receive the governor back.
So you're saying they would have consulted perhaps the GDI and other stakeholders to say, let us all come together and welcome our governor. Is that what you're saying?
Not about consultation. Not about consultation.
Or have meetings with other people to say, let's all go together.
The point I'm still making is, you see, Rivers State is Rivers State. All of us would have come together. The governor, I still want to insist on that. The governor would have at appropriate time say, I want to see Rivers State.
But that would be different from welcoming him now. If he says he wants to put a meeting to say,
what are you welcoming
everybody come, that's a meeting that the governor wants to have.
What is the celebration? What is the celebration?
But there are people.
What is the party? What is bringing masquerades? What's bringing courtists around together to say you're welcoming the governor? Why?
What is wrong with people who say they feel that
did you watch the video of how they?
It's a fun fair. People traditional display cultists. Of traditional. I don't know anybody who's a cultist there. If you do, please tell us.
No, masquerades.
Masquerades aren't cultists.
To do what?
They are a traditional way of welcoming. When we commission projects, don't we have masquerades there? Should they be there?
A proper celebration. They are commissioning.
Commissioning it's not supposed to have a masquerade as well.
Commissioning projects is for the people. So how come now you're bringing, like you say, I don't want to describe them in different ways, but those that understand what I'm talking about knows that wasn't the proper way.
Okay.
To welcome them.
Will the G have a proper way now that the governor is in office? Will the G have a way? Because some of these people are people that are known loyalists, are claiming that is the FCT minister they follow till they die, and none of them were there to welcome the governor. None of them have even been seen to say let's go and visit. So is it that you, like you said, you are waiting for the proper time and then you want to do a proper one?
You know one thing. If I'm for that exception, I would have told them, wait, let it not come in. Let us now have a meeting where all of us will now agree on how to receive the governor back after the state of emergency. I won't be part of those that will say, GDI, let's go and receive the governor against others. Oh no. And to show proper reconciliation, parties must sit together. Before the emergency rule was lifted, you could understand that even, now our grandpatron, the FCT Minister, you now saw how the processes that was taken
that led to the reconciliation.
It wasn't like a one-sided thing. People came together on that bit. So how come you now come to airport, you come to government house, you are praying yourself, singing songs, you are showing as if you are the only one that the governor is going to govern?
Are you saying that the supporters will be the problem?
Oh, they already are the problem.
Supporters from both sides or from one side?
No. Those that claim, and I say like those that claim to be supporters of the governor. You know one funny thing, honestly speaking, even when I was looking at them, watching their video, I imagined this set of people didn't support Fubara.
When you say set of people, can you specifically state, because there were thousands of people?
Okay,
you cannot say all of them.
Those illegal chairmen, those illegal commissioners, I know they know themselves. Okay, now if they are listening, they know themselves. They were not in support of Fubara, His Excellency, to be governor of Rivers State. Because of crisis, that a political crisis that came up in Rivers State, opportunity to commissioner to be advised. Now, the supporters of Sim, because we had to follow our grand patron, we had to follow our leader to support him. They were not in support of Sim. So, even the governor knows.
Who are legal chairmen? Because from the best of our knowledge, we can't say illegal chairmen because they are the time that
Supreme Court declared them as illegal.
But let's put it now. It became chairman. There was no Supreme Court.
The Supreme Court said they were illegal chairmen.
The Supreme Court judgment came after they've become that was why they were removed.
On what Supreme Court said, these governments or these commissioners, they were
all the commissioners who were illegal, some of them.
No, I'm still relying on what the Supreme said.
Okay. Yes, so now you still haven't told us. Are we to expect, what would you do yourself and other supporters or loyalists of the FCT Minister? Is it possible that we are going to have you supporters work together and coexist peacefully? Will it happen?
This depends on the governor. For the Honourable Minister giving the open space.
How does it depend on the governor? The governor has already, there's no longer simplified movement. There's nothing.
No. Let's forget about it. Whether there's no longer simplified, it's still there.
How?
Yeah, you could see it now.
No, it's not. I could see it. You tell me. That's why you're here.
Those who made the arrangement reception of the governor at the government gates the first day and the second day now didn't show that there's nothing like a simplified movement. They don't understand themselves, honestly speaking.
But ideally, the fact that it is the governor coming, shouldn't it require, as the number one
coming from where?
Returning after an emergency from wherever he went to, because we were not told, but returning after an emergency as the number one citizen of the state, shouldn't ordinarily just require that you have every other government functionary present to receive him at the airport at least?
See, please listen to River State. Our leader.
So we're trying to see how far this peace stretch, or whether the peace is only existing between the FCT governor and the lawmakers, but below peace, is that what it is?
Our leader has tried on speaking to make that there is democratic governance, and I don't want to talk about the governor again. But honestly speaking, if I were to be in this, I wouldn't have allowed what happened.
Where he said, so he was supposed to tell them nobody should be at the airport coming.
Who masterminded it?
You can't say people. Are you saying that people of River State who airport cannot do that?
Which leader was there?
Okay, let me ask you. If the FCT is coming now, and I'm sure you will go to the airport or come in.
Come to do.
If he's coming in from anywhere, let's say he traveled somewhere, have you? No, that's not come. Every time he comes, don't you go to welcome him?
No, the same way of carrying.
Don't we have people welcome him at the airport, or welcome him at his residence, or welcome him anywhere? Don't we have people?
Juju priests
we have people welcome him, masquerades. We've seen plenty of times. He comes for campaigns, for events. He comes and people welcome him when he arrives. I'm asking. Not just campaigns, other events as well. Like even his visit to the state, people welcome him at his residence. People go to wait. They are waiting at his residence for him to arrive. True or false?
What?
So are you saying that because now, if the FC Minister comes now, we have a commercial first. Let's go on the commercial break. When we come back, Mr. Amaewhule, we'll get your thoughts on this, and then we'll open the phone lines and hear from the callers. Is it possible to get the supporters to work together? Because clearly, for many, that's where the problem lies. Good morning. Stay with us. The conversation. Conversation continues. My name is Ifiemi Andrew. The President General of the GDI is with me in the studio, Mr. Bright Amaewhule, and we're talking about peaceful coexistence among followers of the governor and the FCT Minister. If you followed the first half of the conversation, you might have heard from my guest, although directly did not. Well, what did you deduce from what is? If you missed it, get online on Facebook. We have at Nigeria Info 92PH. You can go watch and listen to what before the commercial again and drop your comments. Already we have loads of comments that we will be responding to, but let me quickly get my guest before we open the phone lines and take contributions. In 1 minute, Mr. Amaewhule, what happens now? What can be done or should be to ensure that we remove that divide of, oh, I'm loyal to the FCT Minister, oh, I'm loyal to the governor? Or do you think that that is what might end up disrupting these people that we already have politically?
Well, first of all, let me say, no matter what is being done, myself, I'm a loyalist of the Minister. There's no doubt about that. But then, if you also want to put reverse people together, the governor to call for a gathering, maybe a meeting, and talk to the people. Not just the broadcast, and talk to the people. And this gathering should include the leaders, the leaders of the states. Leaders of the states. After that, these people can now go back to the grassroots and talk to their people to embrace peace.
And embrace each other.
Embrace each other, exactly. Otherwise, no problem, go ahead. Do your governorship.
But I think because they've been reconciliation at the top, like was discussed by the FCT Minister, where we had the lawmakers and everybody, that would have meant behind closed doors, conversations must have been held, and that information must have trickled down.
Why didn't they go to receive the assembly members? That's the thing. They don't understand what they are doing.
Did all the assembly members come in at the same time on one flight? Because
no, I'm talking about at the point the assembly members already announced that they were going to sit. So at the point of the assembly members now going back to sit, they would have as well moved to sitting, the point of the place of sitting, and then receive them, welcome them, and show solidarity than being sentimental. So what they just show to Rivers people is that look, we are in support of governor, we are against assembly. So how can they work together?
But okay. So are you saying because the people acted in the way the supporters acted, whatever agreement that must have been reached between the laws, the FCT Minister, the governor becomes
they need to correct it. I'm sure they should apologize to the Rivers people for this, because they have shown enmity against the assembly members and people. You love governor, you hate assembly. Now, if a group now decides to show their solidarity and support for the problem still on.
So in other words, you're saying the supporters are the main problem now that needs to be addressed. The peace, the reconciliation, are you saying hasn't gotten to the supporters?
I don't even know how to address them as supporters, but they are enemies of
clearly,
States. No, they are enemies.
I think they are enemies.
They are enemies of River States.
Every man will be right from how it's looking at it.
No.
You are looking at a 6, another person is looking at a 9. Depends on where you're standing.
No, they are enemies of River States.
To say
okay, look at somebody like I said, former chief whip, the Vance BP, will be against the assembly returning, but will support the governor returning.
He's against the assembly returning. When did he say that?
He didn't make any move. He went to government house to stand at the gates of government house to receive.
And that does not mean he's against the lawmakers.
No. As a lawmaker, former lawmaker, former chief whip, he would have as well reasoned to say, look, let us also go and embrace the assembly
members
and they have returned.
That's fair when you say that, really fair. So because I thought about it as well. Like, who went to welcome the lawmakers? So they didn't want to be welcomed.
If you're talking about GDI now, okay, assuming now as president of GDI, it's okay, our people, let's go to assembly quarters and then embrace the assembly members, welcome them, show them solidarity. Problem.
Okay, let's go to the phone lines. A lot has been said. Kele Ojo on Facebook says, this man's work can't. Your guest is buttered. River State must move on. Stanley Pius on Facebook. 0817-923-0007 or 0817-923-0003. You can also call 0817-923-0007. Any of these numbers will get you through to us live this morning. Your guest specifically, why are you angry with people celebrating the governor's return? Have you called meeting between Victor and Vanquish? I put it to you. You are one of the problems of Rivers State Amaewhule. There were many that also argued that in the time of the emergency rule, the appointments and all of the things that were seen to be done seemed to be like things that were done only from one side. They were only picking people from sides of people that were loyal to the FCT minister, and that was it. So people from that were seen to be in support of the governor were considered or looked at. And for some, they began to say, this does not show reconciliation that they have said. So is it possible that this is also them expressing what they experienced throughout the emergency rule?
Now, was it the FCT Minister that made the appointments? No. Again.
So it's possible that the administrator at the time just knew people that were possibly have some level of loyalty to the FCT Minister and he decided to pick them. Nobody recommended to him.
No. My concern is how people say the FCT Minister, people...
Yeah, because they are imagining perhaps that he must have been the one recommending, looking at the past relationship he's had with the Admiral at the time when he was governor. Maybe. Don't you think?
It's not correct. The Solar Administrator acted in his capacity as Solar Administrator of Rivers State. And the people that he also, maybe the people that they appointed, as I am, I don't know some of them. You hear names of different persons. So nobody...
So who gave the names of the local government administrators at the time? Who gave the administrator the names? How did he come up with the names? Didn't that bother you?
No, you have asked me that question. If not you, is it one of your colleagues asked me that question in one of your programs. And I said, how can you say that a former admiral, former naval commander...
Who is not from Rivers State?
Should not know. No, whether he's from Rivers or not, but commander of Navy in Nigeria should not know the South or people in Rivers State.
Okay, if you put it that way, let's open the phone lines quickly so we can maximize the time. God's Power from Rumudara, good morning.
My brother Andrew. I also want to greet our guest.
Thank you.
All right.
Cheers. My name is Ayaba God's Power. Andrew, I want to align my thoughts with your guest this morning because the reception that was given to Fubara, first at the government house gate and airport, to me it's fine. But like the if they have printed a banner, the state of the FCT Minister, the President, the Speaker, and the Governor, it would have been better. But from their action and the way they go about the whole thing, it looks as if they were still in that old, clothes they were still wearing a simplified animal. Yes, peace. But there are certain things that the supporters will do, and you begin to think whether they are aligning themselves with the peace that have come to stay or not.
All right, God's Power, we'd have to interrupt you there. Sorry, because we don't have a lot of time. I apologize, but we get your point already. Jack Rich from Rumukrushi, if you can go straight to the point. Good morning.
Okay, good morning, Ifiemi and also your guest. Actually, I've listened carefully to what your guest has said, and for me, I'm really sad. As a Rivers man, I don't think that he is more Rivers than those people that they are tagging as enemy of the state. I mean, when we keep hearing these things, it keeps giving us the impression that all is not well in the state. I don't know why they should bring sentiment into this. People coming to welcome the governor after 6 months of suspension. Is there any issue with that? Let's please face governance. Yes, you guys said that there's peace. Let us see the peace, not all these narratives that we are hearing.
Okay, Jack Rich.
River State. I said in other areas, other states, and we are in ridicule. We've made ourselves so ridicule and so ridiculous in other to other people that they
Jack
don't
Rich.
regard us as River people anymore.
Thank you, Jack Rich. Unfortunately, let's quickly go to Nkoro. Ida's on the line.
Yes,
Thank you, Jack Rich. We get your point. Yes, Ida. Good morning. Go on.
Yes. Andrew, the suspension go for the governor and the assembly members. I have the one representing me in Okopo Nkoro, but I just was they restate him that day. So I go about to receive him. The good law of Okopo Nkoro come out. And I believe I could go to the same thing. As I thought of the same thing, that particular day, they keep canopy in assembly court jubilating. After the government has, we'll go back to assembly court jubilating. So I guess it's sentimental, it's bad. We are talking about peace. I expected their guests to say, thank God, though, finally peace has come to River State. The peace is up for only the governor. It's for the assembly members too. They were, Coach Sokaruba was jubilating around the compound, playing with others and on the Rebato for Sumotorubina. They were jubilating to other assembly members, playing. Why is this sentimental? You are talking about peace. Okay, what can Andrew tell me? Do you want to think guests tomorrow? Look at the way the person will talk. Yeah, I guess it's sentimental.
We'll work on that. We'll work on that and get one tomorrow. So we get their part of the story. All right. Ida, thank you. Obed from Ada George. Good morning.
Good morning, Andrew. Andrew, I think I've listened to your guest. Your guest always say, we know the side where he belongs to, and if what he's saying, you understand. I overheard him saying that why didn't the supporters of Spain welcome those in assembly? Andrew, throughout the airport, I stand to be corrected in form of any pictorial evidence where you even see the local government chairman. You understand? The so-called, according to their masters, NAPC local government chairman. You know, can you be able to point any of them who were at the airport to welcome the governor? Even when the governor got to the government house, how many of the local government chairmen were there? Even the so-called appointees that were the illegal appointees by the sole administrator, how many of them were there in government house? None. And he's shifting the blame, blaming the governor saying Fubara supporters for not coming out, for not going for assembly to embrace them. What kind of human being is this one? He's always on.
Okay, no, Obed, you have to watch the language, please. There's no point of saying what kind of human being. All right, so mind the language, whether directly or indirectly.
It's not making sense to all of us. You understand? It's always on the wrong side. The last time he chaired a task force, we know everything that he did. He's always on the side of task force, even when the task force are doing wrong.
All right, Obed. Thank you. Obed, thank you. We don't have a lot of time. 0817-923-0002. 0817-923-0007. Dakuku, good morning from HA. Yeah, go on.
So I guess in the studio, in Nigeria, listening to them, and he was nobody is enemy of us. Who government cannot session. People have to go and call him and talk with him and say loyally. Nobody said those who don't want the governor to come back. Who work with the flag, they know what Rivers people lost. Most of the project was being abandoned. No one was moving. Somebody from another state, definitely this state, definitely all these projects were able to be going. I can definitely say these people are the enemy. That's why this river state cannot grow like other states. Let me give you an example. This thing happened during Rogers or Carlos. All the church was in prison. He was open campaign. After everything, church of abandoned him. He left everything to the church. What are we talking about? Those are the people who are enemy of the state. That man there is the enemy of the state. Let me tell you.
All right, thank you. Chima and Rumo Kuta, quickly, good morning.
Ifiemi, good morning.
Yeah.
Oga Mekasa. Yeah, my name is Chima for Mokuta. Mr. Ifiemi, if you saw what happened there, if we that are added supporters of DNWJ, do you think if we have gotten there that those people there wouldn't have beaten us up?
You never went, so we can never know.
No, that is what I'm making you understand, because we saw what happened there. How we are doing the whole thing. Even before that, I said it in your studio that the way these people are behaving, I don't think that this peace that we are talking about in River State is going to come to play. Now, in a situation whereby even the Oko Jumbo that was supposed to be in the assembly after that point in time sitting was not in the Mao at that government house. That even if you know at the first time they even open the terminal for them, because even the airport was in
we were scared. You were scared in the airport.
You were not there, so how did you know that was why they didn't open for them?
Because of, I think you know the people that were brought there.
No, you can't say anybody's when you don't have proof, Chima. Otherwise, you give me the right to say you are one, and I wouldn't have to show you proof. Hello, Chima, hold on. So do you mind? Hello, Chima. Chima, listen to me first before you go further, all right? So I know you're trying to make a point, but then don't try to slander anybody in the process, especially when you don't have facts for that. Can you do that for us?
I'm not slandering anybody. I am talking based on what your guest has said. Because when he said it in your studio, you didn't correct him of that.
Who told you I didn't correct Chima? That's not true. I told him he cannot prove that, and I'm telling you the same thing. Because you can't prove it, you can't say that there were cultists there. Have names to mention. If you have names, mention.
The addressing.
Are you going? Thank you, Chima. By the way, are you going to dress people? Are you going to look at someone and because of how they dress a cultist? The kidnapper that was arrested, Evans. I think that was his name.
No.
How did he dress?
I'm not talking about kidnapping.
No, I'm coming. So okay, kidnappers can.
It's easy for you to know cultists.
How then? Please tell us so that we can know now.
I said
they are dressing.
Yes. Like the way you're dressing now, you're copies.
I can cultist even if I'm dressed like this. Would you know?
I know you can if you are a racist.
Says who? Amaewhule. Evans was a criminal. Evans was a criminal, killing people, people, kidnapping people. He was dressed corporately.
No. You know that this what about this cultism or cultism? We're talking about I'm coming to tell you that different of cultism. We're talking about when I'm talking about they bam, they wear. You see them, you just know.
Well, unfortunately, I don't think how a person would completely just say, "Oh, it is." They have to have certain things that would make a person say, "Oh, except you have seen them perpetrate the act and see them dress, and you know."
Did you not see them when they were demonstrating in government house?
Dances is that.
What
else do that makes you? What else did they do? By the way, one of our callers said that they also welcome some of us in their constituencies.
Fallacy.
You say he's lying.
Even the man he was calling their people.
Mention names, though. You say he mentioned names.
Did you see Oko? What is it called? Did you see him inside the?
No. He mentions. He says in their constituencies. These guys are they represent people from different constituencies. So at their constituency level, they could have some welcoming for them. And he's saying that's what happened.
He said they were inside the sitting place. That's what he said.
Yeah, forget the welcoming them.
Nothing like that happened.
Okay, that's what you say. You're saying that.
Nothing that happened.
Okay, all right. On WhatsApp, this one's. You push allow governor forward and let us not be greedy. Please off the mic, Pablo. I feel that in Rivers State, if Rivers State must truly move forward, all politicians must bygones be bygones. No interpretations except interested in peace. Get your parting words. And under if you.
Yes, sir. What I want to say, particularly His Excellency, due respect to him, the governor of Rivers State, Fubara, is to not allow this same group of persons to mislead him again. He should assert himself as governor of Rivers State and carry everybody along. And then those is so acclaimed waters to allow the governor of Rivers State to operate as governor. Don't push yourself in as if you are the owner of the governor. The governor owns us in Rivers State. But when you order, it means that some of us will also sit together and then find a way to stop them.
All right, you heard it there from President General of GDI, Amaewhule. My name is Andrew. We now wrap things up. Who is next? Good morning.